Too early. Go. Philadelphia Jews. Good evening. What? Oh, that's just a note at the top of the page. There's a question mark. We're not even doing that. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Good evening and welning to Munted. Cunt. Brought to you ad-free as usual. In today's month, a pack of coyotes has upped and... Oh, and we just lost the under-12s. Well, fair enough. As I was saying, my God, they think sexually predatory middle-aged women are some kind of North American wildcat. Something, coyote ugly reference. Let me introduce myself. I am a super genius. San Francisco's homelessness crisis, pictured here, it has gone from bad to worse in recent days, as these wild packs of enterprising hobos have been declared mostly missing. Specifically the ones who throw water over your soapy water over your windshield and start scrubbing it. They all appear to have vanished, leaving only the ones who throw a bucket of thick liquid human shit over your windshield, and then as it hardens in the sun, they start preparing more. Not my problem, it said Alfonso Gonzo, king of the homeless. What do you think I am, viceroy of the homeless or something? And lo, he did disappear. Fact check, none of that happened. Mostly false. In other news, churches are not being manhandled to the ground by zombies, unlooked by other zombies, unlooked by furthermore zombies with space-age zombie cameras, zombifying other zombies for their peaceful zombie needs. Elsewhere in the world, churches are not being burned to the Delali. Whoa! That's definitely not happening. That's real. That's the not happeningest thing I've seen all week, as you can tell. But the fact that you didn't know it happened. And something else. Ghost towns. Ghost towns do not exist. If ghosts don't exist, neither do ghost towns. Checkmate. BTFO. Oof. As they say. Ghost towns are not even a thing anymore, let alone in entire ghost Wales. None of this is real. Stop calling us asshole! What has happened? Here we go. Owing to a lapse in communication during a private Zoom conference, Hunter Biden proceeded to whip out we just lost the under-18s. We've just lost... so long, lads. So long, lasses. Enjoy the compulsory modular classes in sexual reparations for trans and non-binary gym teachers for as long as you can stand it. Then we'll talk. It doesn't count as election meddling if it's under 18s. They can't even vote. It's an all new dimension for the Overton window to sprint across. Lulila, this is Munted News. We find the loopholes and we fuck them. Fact check. Munted News does find the loopholes and fuck them. Mostly true. And so, of course, this month's main story, as always, the world has been shocked into a second wave of panic in the ongoing pandemic known as the scruples. A fatal syndrome that causes sufferers to break out in bubonic rashes of doubt and unpredictable fits of perspective. Patients report high blood pressure, nausea, erratic channel hopping, delusions of independence, irritable bowel spots, and being haunted by memories of never having previously trusted the professional liars to whom the fate of civilization itself they are currently entrusting. Some patients have displayed a worrying inability to even stay focused on the TV at all. Some have been known to wander up and down the streets aimlessly, muttering to their friends, making strange chattering noises, suffering from sporadic seizures of laughter. Concerned parents have started calling it the scruple stupor. This young lad in Wales found himself trying to enter his local Tesco wearing nothing but his pants, pretending not to have any clothes, and yelling something about essence in the general direction of the baffled security. This horrifying condition has left this poor wretch unable to understand when someone is trying to make a point. Oh yes, and some boffin somewhere has invented a device that warns you whenever you're within 2 meters of anyone else who is already exactly as paranoid as you are. And I mean on the exact same frequency as you are. And I mean it literally. It offers no protection whatsoever against any of the people who have any of a stretch of a reason to be worried about. And for all our efforts to contain these wrong bloods, there remains out there a circuit-loading, fire-unbreaking stronghold of super carriers of the deadly scruples, whose myopic and cavalier attitude to freedom of expression has left countless grandmas risked with the possibility of casual death. Causal death. Both. Just causally casual. Fact check! What the announcer meant to say just now was the correct thing. This is Munted News. It is it. Is it? Is it? According to public record, Swedish Prime Minister Stefan Löfven, at least according to all the girls, was the first to contract the deadly scruples, though later medical results revealed the Premier of Belarus also displayed early onset symptoms. And he did so contrary to the advice of scientists, expert scientists. The outbreak of scruples has killed upwards of 200 billion people, why not, in this month alone. President Trump caught it, and ever since then he's been blathering about some hacked laptop he got from a Ukrainian prostitute that probably pissed on him, and he's completely lost sight of the JQ. It is a hideous pebble, ladies and gentlemen. In the meantime, Britain, good old Blighty, has taken bold steps in tackling the latest wave of the scruples. As you can see, sex banned indoors for Tier 2 couples living apart, Number 10 confirms. For any overseas viewers, perhaps not in the know with regard to our numerical system there, Number 10 is the name of the Borg we've put in charge of the country. As for the tier system, buggered if I know, apparently Tier 2 means a geographic region in which sex cannot legally take place between 2 or more people. We're British, and so on and so on. As for what the even fuck with this sex indoors thing, yes, apparently we have to do it outdoors now, which is homophobic. It's the fascist government's latest oppression of the gay community by forcing straight couples into the outdoor wilderness to cruise for moderately AIDS-ridden hedgefucks, inevitably muscling in on the gays' territory. And making a buyer's market out of once utopian colony of the gay agenda, unmolested by outside forces. Therefore, straight white men bad or something. This was a joke about Peter Tatchell. I can't find the article or a picture of Skeletor or anything. Fuck you anyway, bruh. This is the article. Back to the article with what I'm doing. As someone eruditely trained in critical race theory, I can't possibly deign to feign the lie of colourblindness. As such, the first thing I tend to notice is whatever stock picture the article is using just beneath the headline, and I'm not going to comment on it. It's sometimes a sign just happens at a surface level to appear to be telling white people and black people to stay 2 meters apart. That doesn't mean it's not a cigar. And just because the racial segregation has become literal doesn't the bad thing to the power of a good thing. That's news. I'm Munted. Fact check. That doesn't count as racial segregation. Or maybe it does. It sort of depends on who's doing it and who they happen to support. We'll get back to you. Mostly don't know or mostly don't understand the question. Knife crime in France now. Oh, crikey poo. Here we go. A hate expressor. That's espresso with an O for some reason. A hate expressor. Having infiltrated a suburban Parisian school, was caught expressing homogeneous expressions in full view of children, and later becoming party to an incident of impromptu public violence, was principally involved in a knife crime. And then the police killed a Muslim in cold bloody blood. I say they killed his Muslim. And now the fascist government of France is taunting the dead Muslim with obnoxiously sprawling projected pictures of his favourite human. I hope we're not mentally picturing any murals of George Floyd there, because that would not be related. Not long after this incident, another edged weapon-based scuffle resulted in 3 dead Frenchmen in the Notre Dame Basilica. Nice. Nice! It's Nice! It's Nice! It's the Notre Dame Basilica, Nice. I said Nice! I did not say... Fact check! That was just my accent. Do not say it was just my accent. Do not listen to this. It is harmful information, misinformation. But, yeah, I was saying... as I was saying, it looks like the French are even killing each other in their churches now. This is beyond the pale, people. This is beyond the Highlander. You've actually the devil in you, boy. And the victims are not even those evil yellow shirts. They one of them was a woman and everything. So they kill their own women. The swine. Not enough diversity in your life, France. Get it down here. Get it right on down here with yourself. Our team of experts and scientists have collectively agreed to conclude their worst fears, that the nefarious Scruples virus has mutated into an all-new strain, an Islamophobic strain. President Macron is already infected and the strain appears to be spreading across mainland Europe, but not to Turkey, weirdly. We wanted to ask our local Muslim community for their reaction, but due to strict anti-Scruples lockdown regulations, we're not allowed within 900 yards of their daily mosque gatherings. From what we can see with our binoculars through our boarded-up windows in our 10th floor single-berth apartments, they seem to look like they feel extremely victimised by the whole thing. We need to do more. People, we need to dig deeper and sacrifice more for the holy ones. I mean, is food really essential? Really? Surely you can just eat your clothes. They are essential, right? That's a loophole. And if not, we just alternate. Somehow. It's solved, right? Just eat your clothes. It'll only be for 2 weeks. Honest. Pinky swear. What? Fucking Willy swear this time. Look, people are dying. People are getting killed in other countries as a result of them committing crimes in those countries. That's what quite tangentially happens to be important, right? And yet here you are, swanning around, acting like you're too good to survive on wasps' eggs, mashed up and mass-produced into government-issued nutritional suppositories. You're killing people! I mean, technically the Muslims are the ones doing the beheading, but... fact check! We are all God's creatures. There is no such thing as death. And wheresoever there is darkness, in his infinite love, there is also light elsewhere. Mostly false. News just in. A woman goes to the Women's March, gets violently filled in by the women at the Women's March, promptly blames it all on a wing. News only just in on News Just In, the left wing only just got that joke. In the meantime, these nuns, these nun cunts, these black and white bastards went to a Trump rally and didn't get beaten up. Even though Trump hates nuns, right? I'm sure that's a thing that I've heard somewhere, but somehow forgotten, but somehow remembered for the purpose of this conversation. Evidence is for chuds. Bruh, get with it. So this doesn't make any sense that these nuns could just freely preambulate around a Trump rally unless they're actually Nazis in disguise. Russian Nazis disguised as Christian Nazi women. But I have not given you their names. Aha! I have given you a different roadmap directly to their identities. But that's not the thing. That's this thing. So it's not doxing. So don't shoot the messenger. Shoot the nuns. I did not say shoot. Fact check! The announcer did not say shoot the nuns just now. He said shoot. And then later on in the sentence, he said the nuns. Debunked. Mostly false. Alright, what else? Sacha Baron Cohen likes to throw minorities down the well. There it is. I saw it in a movie, so I'm pretty sure it's real. He even wrote an entire song about it. An entire one. Do you ever hear that wee gem of a review there? He wrote an entire song about one thing. I mean, who does that? But Cohen's a twat, Cohen's a tool, etc. You get the idea. Yada yada, yada yada, Buddha, yada, flange. Fact check, none of that made sense. In a new survey, light is beginning to get shed on the subject of domestic abuse. Yes, that thing. Domestic abuse against men. Pictured here. Sorry, it can't happen. It might as well be abuse, because there's no such thing as abuse against gingers. Gingers were never slaves. Nor were they ever oppressed by anyone of any kind of anything at all. As you were, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you're not even royal. Your dad was that shyster who wrote bullshit, and your mum was that thought who could barely speak. I'd say them's the breaks, but you've done pretty fucking well with your base stats, bro. Rock on. That's the news. This is Munted. This is Munted News. Wishing a very happy future birthday to this current Supreme Court Justice. Good night, everybody. I've been an anus-flavoured arse. And I'm Munted. Wait, that would just be an art. That would just be a normal flavor. Just be plain flavoured. Well, not arse flavoured like a plain. It'd be just plain anus. Plain anus. Big on. Not big on. Big on. Big on. Fuck off.